Hello, Capricorns. What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and I close it out with spirit guide messages. With all of that said, Capricorns, your guys' soul has recently gone through a growth spurt. Your physical self is playing catch up right now. So I feel like a lot of you guys can feel exhausted or even like up in your head, like worried about where the energies are going or what's happening right now. I want to gently remind everyone that you are not losing momentum at all. You are just integrating new wisdom, new boundaries, new levels of self-worth, new intuitive hits as well. I feel like your guys' intuition is really strong right now. You got the Initiate of Cups, which is like the Page of Cups here. The Knight of Cups, which is like your intuition, your creativity. You could be having lots of dreams right now as well. But Spirit wants you to let your body recalibrate, okay? Let your nervous system catch its breath. This is not burnout. This is breakthrough recovery. So you recently had a breakthrough. It might not feel like it or look like it, but again, your physical self is catching up with your spiritual self at this point in time. Girls, can we not wrestle right on my desk? Thank you. My dogs are wrestling right in front of me. But you're being called to pause right now so that you can hold more, so that you can carry less, and so that you can move differently. This is a time where stillness is very sacred because you are expanding. So ground your energy, spend time with yourself, take those spiritual baths, like do things that you love or that make you feel good right now. Eat really well, nourish your body. Like I feel like saying intuitive eating is going to be a huge part of this next week. Specifically, if that's not an integrated part of your life, I call it feeding the chakras and really just, again, grounding that energy in. Spirit wants to remind you that you're very protected. And I feel like you guys know this. You could be seeing 1111, 444, 1414, whatever, like ones and fours is what I'm really seeing here. Representing these, you could have been seeing 1010. I just saw 1010. You could have been seeing these numbers here, just representing this transition into this new beginning. You are very protected, and there's like this new wisdom that is integrating through you right now that's going to open up some sort of door. 0101, I love that, Canceria. That's beautiful. Yeah. So you are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Right now is a great time to just kind of like lie low. You already know how to use discernment, etc. I wouldn't really be putting too much. You grounded at the lake for almost 3 hours today. I love that, Melanie. I know that I personally was really feeling this on the new moon. I had done a bunch of like grounding rituals. I went outside and walked on the new moon at night through the forest behind my house. Which I love to do. I know a lot of people are creeped out by that, not me. I love it. I think it's very serene. But yeah, I've been guided to do that stuff as well, you guys. So, by the way, I had to take the week off. My kids they both are father for the summer, and they're all flying back for school here. So we've just been kind of preparing everything so we can get back into mommy mode. But anyways, you're going to be shown some sort of truth, or there could be truths being exposed right now. Like your energy is going to feel something, and then bam, something happens, some sort of truth comes up where you're going to be like, this is exactly why I was feeling like this. So don't gaslight like your intuition, even if you don't have the full picture right now. Keep in mind that it's okay, because I feel like there's some sort of, I want to say anxiety, but it doesn't feel like anxiety necessarily. You did get the Phoenix card. We love that. This is just you getting prepared for this brand new phase, undergoing that transformation. You guys got the Burrow card, which talks about, your soul growth, your growth spurt that you went through here. Your motivations are going to change. You're in the midst of realignment. Right behind that you have the Sage, and then behind that you have prosperity. Okay. So it's definitely, there's like this harmony, acceptance, and patience, knowing that what you want is coming in. I feel like I have been saying that to you guys for weeks now. Keep in mind that we are in retrograde season, and our planet is in retrograde right now. Saturn is is retrograding right now. So it can feel restrictive, especially since it's retrograding in the sign of Aries currently. You know, that's where it's like we want to take action, but it's not really allowing that growth that we would like to. So it's reevaluating, reassessing, and realigning here. I do see that there could be either this is a Capricorn man that's really up in their head right now, or there is a man that is thinking about you, Capricorn. Male, female, doesn't matter. But this person's like all tied up here. I'm hearing consequence, okay, and I'm seeing like handcuffs kind of. So they're like cuffed to a certain situation. It could possibly involve like actual handcuffs, of course, but this person has a lot of anxiety right now. They're really thinking about you, and it's like they're caught up, like, oh, they're caught up. Somebody's getting caught up for something that has been going on behind the scenes. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify that real quick. Yep, Two of Swords in the reverse. Some sort of truth is coming to light. The Five of Wands in the reverse. The problems are over. Somebody's getting caught up for the problems that they created. Novice of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Cups. And I specifically said in the past. In the past. So somebody is getting caught up in their karma here. Four of Pentacles. They're feeling restricted right now. The Six of Swords. Meanwhile, they're watching you like move away from the chaos. Like they try to get away from their karma. This person tried to get away, or just get away from the repercussions of whatever they did to you, Capricorn. Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Cups in the reverse. This could have been somebody that you were in a close relationship with. Whether you have dated this person, it's an ex or it's an old friend. There's something here with the Two of Cups, like you guys had some type of actual personal relationship, okay? Initiative Swords, they're thinking about you a lot. You could be thinking about them or like pick up when they're thinking about you here. The Devil card in the reverse. Yeah, interesting. And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. They're not happy right now. Oh, I'm hearing that one song. I think it's J. Cole, where like, she knows. I know she knows. I know she does. She does. I feel like saying she does, okay? J. Cole is on the... I think that's J. Cole. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I always mess that stuff up. But anyways, yeah, they're all tied up here. They're having a lot of anxiety, and it's some sort of man. They're having anxiety over, like, a victory that's not going in their favor. Like, I feel like they're trying to be very strategic. Caring connection. Yeah, you had some type of connection with this person. Okay? So, very interesting here. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead. We already talked. Oh, in regards to career, again, there is protection that came up here, but you also got the Tower card. Investments and assets are right behind that. Ooh, and Guardian Angel, another protection card right behind that. Okay. So there's this energy here about you where it's like you're making really good business decisions right now. I feel like there's a lot that's unstable around you, but you're managing to be very stable, or you're bringing some sort of like grounding and stability to something that is shaky. I hope that makes sense. What Spirit's showing me here, okay, that's really interesting. I have no idea what the heck this alludes to, but I'm going to share my vision. So Spirit was showing me like an earthquake, and the ground split a little bit, but you still had 2 feet on the floor. You were safe, you were secure, but through the split, like through the shakiness here, you still held still. You didn't even move, you didn't take a step. So whatever that alludes to, I'll let that sit with you guys. I have no idea what that's about. In regards to love, some of you guys can be dealing with an air sign. There could be some challenges that are going to come up during this time, and Spirit's really asking you to open up your heart, okay? Open up your heart here, and try to look at things with a different outlet, okay? Try to, do things differently than you would have done in the past, or like a different lens of perception, because whatever challenges are going to occur, it's for your healing, okay? Or that person's healing, or together, whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we have got. Messages, please, for the Capricorn Collective. Tell me about this growth spurt. What do they need to know? Oh, we got migration, initiation, adventure, and freedom. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have stoicism as well, peacefulness, receptiveness, and manifestation. I'm gonna go ahead and read this card here real quick. Okay, sometimes you have to take a gamble. Do you have patience it takes plus the courage it takes to risk and reap the rewards? Sometimes it might not work out, sometimes it will. But if you never take the chance, you'll never know. The hard truth is that no one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you everything that you want, and no one's coming to help you change, teach you, or accept you until you do it for yourself. Stop making excuses and go after the life that you want. Change how you approach and do things. Interesting. And I said that with the challenges here, especially if you're dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So change how you approach and do things. Still take action, but balance work and play. Choose to do it from a place of joy and love. Take time for yourself. You may be taking on too much. Make sure you're taking breaks. Shift your process and your thoughts. Let go of the need to do it all. Okay, replenish yourself and put in time for self-care and balance. You do not need to complete everything on the checklist all at once. You are helped and guided. You may need to ask for help from others. Try to delegate what you don't enjoy if things become too complicated. Okay, so good. This is again the initiation here. Don't be too prideful to ask for help. You guys can always ask for help from anybody. I know sometimes people give us shit for it, especially as Capricorns. We're constantly helping others and then they never want to help us. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I reached out to 3 different friends for help on a subject or a situation, and all of them gave really great advice or just energy, and I just appreciated the reciprocity there. So let's go ahead and move forward here, see what we have for general messages. Capricorn's general message this week. Okay, first chakra, grounding. I said that you were coming with this really grounded energy. Grounding. First chakra has to deal with money. It has to deal with being grounded. It's our main chakra of all the chakras, okay? We have the angel of balance coming in as well. We love to see that. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And the healer of ages, okay, with door to spirit. So spirit's really coming through with a lot of downloads right now. Your third eye is going through a transition and opening. You could be seeing a lot more than you're used to seeing. You could be seeing like shadows out of the corner of your eye or little sparks of glitter, okay? Certain things like that. You could be seeing things in your dreams or just have this like deep knowing. I'm hearing claircognizance as well. You just be knowing shit, but it's like spirit's trying to guide you through something that you're having a hard time making a decision on. Why are they having a hard time making a decision here? Tell me about this door. The Lover's card, a decision, a choice, yeah. Could be in regard to like a Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart, of course, but it's like you have 2 different paths to take, okay? You can go up the hill or you can go and follow the crowd. And there's something about like choosing the latter. I'm hearing choosing the latter, don't follow the crowd. Yeah, Elder of Pentacles in the reverse. You have to like do the opposite of what you are comfortable doing right now, Capricorn. So that's the right choice. The Elder of Pentacles would be the King of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse here. So it's something that makes you very uncomfortable, okay? 9 of Swords in the reverse, but it's really going to free you once you make the decision. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I feel like some of you guys have a lot of responsibility on your plate right now. And this is going to help free up some of that like responsibility, free up some of the, I'm hearing damage control as well. Okay, so I would choose the path less walked. Okay, even if it seems easier, you're like, well, more people are doing this. Don't do it. Okay, take the path less walked. So even if it seems like an uphill climb, don't forget you're a goat. Even if it seems like an uphill climb, don't forget you're a goat, Capricorn. Even if it seems harder. Do you see? They're going into a dark, spooky area. You don't really know. It's not clear what's here, but there's a lot of people going, but then you go up here and it's like your home, your spirit. Like, go home to spirit. Spirit's like calling, not go home. That can be alluded to in a really wrong way. Please don't take it that way. That's not what I'm saying. I am not encouraging that at all. When I say go home to spirit, I mean like sit with yourself, put your hand over your heart, take a big, deep breath. And let spirit come through. Be intentional, connect with spirit, show me the way. Like spirit's trying to open up to you, show you something through your third eye, okay? Approach life in a balanced way right now as well. It's not about healer of ages. Healer of Ages, we've got the Six of Cups, okay? Some of you guys, this is working with children, possibly, okay? For others of you guys, this could be like your inner child, healing something from the past, doing things in a different way, choosing a new path than you would have chosen in the past. So let's say in the past, you popped the fuck off on somebody, right? Like, you're like, oh, I could actually, well, that works. We can just use that. You popped off on somebody. So now in the present, you're going to listen to respond, not listen to react. Okay? It's that type of energy. It's, let's say in the past, like you jumped from relationship to relationship to relationship. In the future, now you're going to dedicate yourself to being single for a year or two. Okay, you're like, I'm going to learn how to be alone, how to be home with spirit, how to come back to my higher self. It's that type of energy of just like making the exact opposite choice of whatever you were doing, okay? So there's a need for that here. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Interesting. Some of you guys, this is a karmic lesson, okay, with the Ten of Wands, especially if you're feeling like heavily burdened right now. It's like, what can you do differently? I feel like some of you guys, again, it's just like the exhaustion of like carrying the weight of certain belief systems that you used to align to, carrying the weight of like other people's validations of you, carrying the weight of like perceiving life to be lived a certain way, and it's like you're struggling, and the reason you're struggling is because it's not meant to be lived that way. Not for you, perhaps for other people, but you know, not you. It works differently for you. Yeah. All right. And sometimes inaction is the best action that we can take with the action card in the reverse. You know, really resting and delegating, as the cards originally said. Let's go ahead and move on to career and finances. So we've got messages for Capricorn. Thank you. Ups and downs. Interesting. Okay. Prickly situation and new life. Oh, and innovation in the reverse. Okay, so if you're choosing something different, think about being innovative. They think outside the box, right? You're doing things completely differently than you would have done them in the past. That's going to bring you this brand new life. All right, give me one more second here while I pull from this deck. You've got doing what you love, okay? You've got, divorce, assets, child support. Some of you guys could have court cases. And we have vacation. This new life should feel like a vacation. And then we have promotion and new job opportunity with success right behind it, and an increase in income. Okay, I love this. I love this energy. It's good. You know, there's a little, so it's like, okay, there's a lot of ups and downs in doing what you love. So for example, baby, I'm an entrepreneur. There are months where I'm making great money, and there are months where I'm making like $5. Okay, like dead serious. It's just, it is what it is. And as an entrepreneur, I know that there's these ups and downs, right? Now we can have ups and downs in work as well, where it's like we hit these levels of burnout. Let's say that you are a doctor, right? You work at a hospital or something like that. Like you love what you do, you know, but at times it's just like you just overwork yourself, and then you burn yourself out, and you're tired and you're exhausted, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? You know, you're gonna get like that. Creatives, artists, you know, they are, or authors, they are so inspired and they write a book in 3 days, okay? And then they can't write another book for a year. That doesn't mean that it's not meant for you anymore. It does mean, though, that you need to rest through your breakthrough. You know, artists are the same way. They're inspired and they're creating, and then they go through a slump, you know, where there's just nothing that's coming out of them. And I feel like some of you guys are experiencing that right now. Okay, now, for those of you guys that are dealing with a court case specifically regarding divorce, separation, assets, child support, or criminal, whatever it may be for you, okay? This is a prickly situation, and you need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goal. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So we're going to get clarity on that. Let's go ahead and see here. Tell me about this judicial system stuff. Okay, we got the High Priestess in the reverse. Your intuition's fucking wrong. And the Hierophant in the reverse. That doesn't look promising. Baby, I have to say it. Okay, I say this with love, with respect here. I'm not a sugarcoat reader, okay? I don't care to, take a feather to your butthole. Ten of Swords. If your integrity is not in the right place, I don't see this being favorable for you. I just don't. And I don't think that your intuition is allowing you to make really good decisions right now. The Fool card. It's not. So, and the Five of Swords, you are making decisions from ego, or you're dealing with somebody like this. If this isn't you and you know this, then you're totally fine, okay? But with the Fool card in the reverse, in the Hierophant in the reverse, the Hierophant is the judge, okay? It's like they're letting you know, like, the institution is not favorable for you right now. The Fool card in the reverse and the Five of Swords, because something is coming from ego, or like fighting for something. So let's say that you're like fighting for certain assets, right? You're in a battle of this, or you did something criminally and you got in trouble, right? I do feel like there is something, yeah, Two Cups. You could have been dealing with another person. Okay, and the Three of Swords. Fuck. The Novice of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. Five of Cups. Eight of Wands. Okay. Six of Pentacles reverse. If you got a lawyer, you might need a better one. In this specific Six of Pentacles card, she's literally talking to a lawyer or somebody, like an official figure, right? It's in the reverse, though, which means that you're not getting your money's worth. Like, if you think this person's going to handle it for you, they're actually going to tank you. He has a smile on his face. Like, he seems chummy, like, I got this, da-da-da. It just doesn't seem right. And what's interesting is, like, he's one of those trophy collectors, where it's like they post all of their, certifications and stuff like that on the walls. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which literally is failure. So I would be careful here. I don't know what you guys have got going on in regards to the justice system here, but I would definitely be careful because I don't see it being super favorable, okay? If this is in regards to just child support, though, I want to see children separately because it does feel more criminal. Tell me about child support, okay? The Chariot card in the reverse, if it's in regards to child support, I do feel like somebody might get locked up. Okay, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, so they won't be able to pay you. I don't know why they would go to jail, but we do have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is literally a jail card, okay? Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse, non-payment, lack of mastery, and the Justice card is in the reverse. Okay, that's heavy energy. We're going to let go of that. Yeah, Nine of Cups is in the reverse. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be happy even if it's in regards to child support. I don't know how somebody can pay child support from inside of jail. And I apologize for my ignorance. I don't know how that works. I don't know if, like, the government pays you. I don't know, and I'm sorry. I don't know how child support really works. Yeah. Okay, moving forward, then. Tell me about this new life here. Tell me about this new life and innovative energy. Thank you. Okay, so again, you're gonna have to do something very untraditional here. It's like, the good thing is you got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Elemental of Swords in the upright. I gotta cover this deck. I didn't realize how many Yetis are in here. Okay, whoa. Nip slip. Okay. Stop. Okay, sorry. I'm a child. I really am. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be appropriate. Then I like peekaboo. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here, though. So innovation says you'll need to come up with a new strategy to keep your plan in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas, okay? So, and then new life. So new ways of doing things is going to bring you your new life. And I feel like your new way of doing things isn't going to make sense to a lot of people with the Hierophant and the reverse. Like, the Hierophant and the upright would be certain institutions doing that 9 to 5. Like, I kind of feel this energy of a traditional job is just not good for you. You know, and I'm not saying that's for everybody. This is though for whoever this portion of the reading is, okay? So I can feel somebody's resistance already, and it's like, fine, I'm not talking to you. Click on a different reading. Don't watch your energy. Check yourself. But for others of you guys though, it's like, you know that you're not meant for something, a traditional job. You know you're not meant for this 9 to 5 grind. Like, your soul is fucking exhausted doing it. And you have these gifts that you're tapping into. But there's this like fear though around the oh my goodness. There is this fear around the inconsistency of income. So by reframing your idea about, hi Kirk, welcome. Reframing your idea about money and finances can be very helpful, okay? And so I do see the Four of Pentacles. It's like you're holding on to something very tightly right now. Like, you don't want to let go. But in order to walk into this new life, you have to let go of whatever this belief is, whatever you're holding on tightly to. Okay. You know, the Elemental of Swords is like changing your insight. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, from like some sort of lack mentality around something. Baby, I'm a Capricorn stellium as well. I totally get it. I'm not going to tell you to make unpractical decisions or anything. I made this new friend. She lives in Texas as well. But anyways, she recently quit her 9 to 5 job. She's not a Capricorn though. But she recently quit her 9 to 5 job so that she could pursue art and do that. And she's had a lot of different collaborative opportunities and stuff like that. Sometimes when you know, you know. But there was a lot of fear into jumping into that, you know, because you're like, I can't see clearly. I can't clearly see the outcome, so I don't want to make the leap, okay? But that, you have to understand, ego comes from, or our ego is there to protect us, right? And so it's like your ego is like, yeah, but what if there's no money? But what if this? But what if that? And that's totally normal. It's very fucking normal, okay? The Hanged Man. And so you're kind of like stuck in this liminal space here of before the leap. And it's like, if you've ever been bungee jumping, or skydiving. I know it's like skydiving. I've never been skydiving. I can speak on bungee jumping though. Or even ziplining. I feel like ziplining is a lot more common. You know, just jumping off that platform here. It's really scary. You're kind of relying on this string. You don't really know where it leads. You haven't done this before. You don't know what to expect here, but you're relying on it to make sure that you don't die. You know, and that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with this. So there is some sort of new job opportunity that you are meant to be successful with, but in order for you to do that, there is a reframing of like your relationship with money, your relationship with time, your relationship with scarcity mindsets, you know, stuff like that, okay? Yeah, and then vacation is like, when you're doing what you love, it's gonna feel good to do it. It's gonna free up a lot of your time. It's gonna free up a lot of your time. There could be something that comes to you while you're on a vacation. Like, let's say I feel like you're traveling for like family or something. There's something to do with like family or a friend, okay, situation here, and there's an idea that's going to really come up for you. Going ahead and moving on, let's get into your love life, Capricorns. Let's see what's going on. Right away, you've got guardian angels showing up everywhere. You've had heavy guardian angel energy, Capricorns, in your spreads recently here. Not just you, but it has shown up for you guys, and I do remember that. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Messages for Capricorns, please. Thank you. We got divorce. Okay. Give it time. And communicate. Oh, commitment in the reverse. Okay. Okay, we got paradise. Girl with a snake. Nice. Nice. And commitment is clarified by heartbroken. Ooh, yeah, the ends of cards. Which one? The butterfly. Capricorn, somebody's expecting a relationship to evolve between you and them, okay? I feel like you're going to end up breaking this person's heart or having to let this person down, though, in some sort of way, okay? It could be vice versa, where they let you down in some sort of way. Somebody here went... Whoa, my dogs. Somebody here went from one relationship to another. That happens sometimes. No judgment on my part. All right. You could be experiencing a breakup, or this could be this person trying to come back around. All right. All right, with the breakup card, we have the Hangman in the reverse. Things just weren't changing, and you have a new perspective on the situation. You realize that that wasn't an alignment for you or what you wanted. Your current energy, though, is the Four of Cups in the reverse. And the Four of Swords in the upright. Okay. Capricorn, are you just sleeping with somebody and not committing to them? Are they just sleeping with you and not committing to you? There's commitment here. Y'all are in bed together, but there's not commitment to the actual relationship or like growing with a person. I feel like there's a little bit of like using a person here going on from whatever perspective it's from. Somebody is using the other person. Yeah, the Novice of Cups, it's insincere energy. Five of Swords here. They don't want to admit that, though. Like, whoever's using the other person doesn't want to admit it. So, okay, ew. That's, well, whatever. Each their own. I literally heard that old saying, remember, like, that old toxic saying where people are like, oh, to get over somebody, you have to get under somebody else? That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. It's just really gross, okay? I feel like somebody needs to take a break and learn how to be single, straight up. And you could be dealing with another earth sign. Yeah, they said yes. You could be dealing with another earth sign. Your angels, your guardians are trying to like help you. You need to do some healing here, okay? For whoever this is, Elder of Cups, because somebody is emotionally unavailable. The Elder of Cups is, you know, the King of Cups, and it's in the reverse here. King of Cups in the reverse is an emotional unavailability. Two of Swords, and somebody is in denial of their emotional unavailability. Okay. I have a comment. My comments always go viral online. I don't know why, but it just happens that way. I have a comment going viral right now about, she said, hey, stud's a type of lesbian, okay? Why do you go after heterosexual females, you know, straight females? And I commented and I was like, psychologically they do this because you don't want to actually be vulnerable, right? So it's a form of self-sabotage, essentially. You know, there are underlying factors within this, and that's what I'm kind of getting in this situation is like there's underlying factors, and whoever's doing this is self-sabotaging because they're actually not emotionally available, but they're in denial of this. Like they don't want to see it. Okay, they don't want to believe that they're emotionally unavailable. You know, they just like to, I don't know, I'm sorry, like it's just, they do it as a way of like controlling, because then they don't have to be vulnerable with themselves, with their emotions, etc. Now, this doesn't only happen though in LGBTQIA plus communities. It happens in hetero communities as well, and hetero relationships here. It's just a way of sabotage, and a straight person could do it, a gay person can do it, whatever, a tree trunk could do it if it wanted to. Okay, so let's not limit it to somebody's sexual orientation or ways that they identify. This is psychology here, and somebody is refusing. It's like they can sleep with anybody, but then they end up breaking everyone's hearts because they're emotionally unavailable. They have a hard time fully committing to connections or relationships because they require a level of vulnerability and being seen that they are uncomfortable with. Yeah, the Nine of Wands here. This person, it's like they're in the Magician in the reverse. Jeez. And so it's like kind of manipulative, right? It's like this person tells people what they want them to hear. With the Nine of Wands, though, it's like they're tired of their own behavior, too. Whoever this is, like, they are tired of their own behavior. Or it's like they're aware of the pattern, but they are in denial of the pattern at the same time. I love drama TV. We all know that. It's kind of like oh god, not Secret Lives. I watched the Real Housewives of Salt Lake. Real Housewives of Salt Lake. Okay, I'm currently watching that, catching up on all the seasons I haven't watched. And one of the girls in there, the girls will look like, this is a pattern of yours. And she's like, oh, I almost died the other day. And she like deflects completely, you know? And it's that energy there. It's like, this person, they will deflect. It makes them so uncomfortable that they don't even want to talk about the problem that's being presented to them. So they start talking about something else. This could be a sign of like this person here. 4 Pentacles. Yeah, they keep it really close to their chest here. All right, they do. They don't want other people seeing them in vulnerable positions or dealing with their emotions or anything. So Capricorns, there's somebody here who has commitment issues. Long story short, they are not emotionally available. 3 Wands in the reverse. I wouldn't count on you guys. Yeah, and the 7 of Swords. I wouldn't count on this person to take accountability. I wouldn't count on this person to be in your future. I would count on yourself and protecting yourself. If this is you, my loves, this is a time for you to really heal yourselves, and that's okay. Nobody's, demonizing you or anything like that, yeah, someone else. There's like third-party situations, etc. Okay, Sylvia, it'd be nice if you had a weekly reading. Sylvia, I've got a question. I show up when I can, energetically. This isn't my only business, it's just one of them. I've got a lot going on in life here. My likes, like even right now, my likes, my comments, the ratios, the way that you guys show up for me says you don't really care if I show up or not. So energy is reciprocal, and the more I feel like I'm wanted, desired, etc., the more I will show up, because I feel like, oh, this is where I'm meant to pour into. But if I feel like I'm constantly pouring and other people are just like sponges sucking it all up without returning anything, I'm not going to continue like pouring as much energy into it. That just doesn't make sense logically, spiritually, any of it. So respectfully, I show up as best as I can. Okay, the rest of you Capricorns, I feel like tell the universe exactly what you want. I want you to anchor into working on your manifestations right now and working on what is best for you. Again, what is the healthiest for you here? So this reading is all about reframing your mindset so your physical self can catch up to your soul self, who has gone through a growth spurt. Okay, so your higher self has gone through a growth spurt, now your physical self needs to as well. All right. But anyways, let's go ahead and close out this reading here. Message, call upon us for guidance. We want to intervene. Okay. Amy, Melanie, thank you guys. Thank you everybody. I do appreciate you. And I know that I am appreciated and valued. I didn't mean to sound like I'm not. I just mean I've gotten a lot of comments like that recently, of like demanding things from me. And I can see how many times when you guys comment, I can see how many times you've liked my video. I can see how many comments you've left on my channel. There's a lot of insight into you that I can see that I don't know if people are aware of. And I'm just like, how do you make these demands of me, but you've only liked one of my videos and you've left 3 comments? You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, anyways. Dream bigger. What you want is already aligned. We have opportunities are coming. There's lots of opportunities coming in. So Spirit's like, hey, be patient. This is your resting period through the breakthrough. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Admired, acknowledge how much you do. So many people appreciate you. You've got, ask what this is teaching you. So there's a lesson to learn for some of you guys, okay? You already know this. Sometimes the lesson is just a rest. You give so selflessly, it's your turn to receive, okay? You are light, tap into truth. It's time to rest and rejuvenate. Came right out as well. You have stay out of judgment, ego check. Make sure you're not judging yourself. You're not judging others. I know like often when I take a week off or whatever, I don't actually take a week off like that. I'm taking clients and stuff. But when I take time off from YouTube, for example, I judge myself and I'm like, you're a lazy bitch. You're procrastinating. You're this, you're that. And I can be so negative because I'm used to being the productive go-to person and doing everything for everyone that I often sacrifice myself. And that is a very costly expense that I can't afford any longer going forward. So try not to judge yourselves either, okay? Something is keeping you from your goals. For some of you guys, reassess what is keeping me from my goals. Is it a belief? Is it a pattern? What can I do to break through this? Okay. And then release your fears and your worries, Capricorns. That's what I've got for you guys. I send so much love to each of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking this reading. Thank you for showing up for me, for yourself. And I will see you